Thank you for joining us here on Fox News Now. We are taking a live look at a police chase that has been going on here in this late afternoon hours in the Los Angeles area. Police have noticed this suspect. They believe that it had fake plates on the vehicle, and the suspect is wanting for trying to ram into an officer with their vehicle. Now, right now we're on some residential streets, and you can see that police still close behind. This is the California Highway Patrol that was following this vehicle very closely. The chopper had noticed at one point that as this person was being followed, that they were throwing items out the window. Speeds when they were on the highway were topping out at 120 miles per hour. Chopper also said that the sheriff's department was nearby. You can see now they are following closely as this suspect continues to go along these residential areas and disobeying all of the rules of the road along the way, going through stop signs, and you can see that the authorities are still right on his tail. If we get more details, we'll bring it to you right here on News Now. And you can see just those speeds that this car is going here in this area, going through dangerous intersections where they could have ran into someone. You saw those speeds in your upper right-hand corner here. We're up to 110 on these residential areas. And again, this is a suspect who is wanted for trying to ram into an officer with their vehicle. We had heard earlier that possibly they had fake plates on this car. It was headed towards Santa Clarita, now in the Los Angeles area. Speeds when they were on the 5 freeway were topping out at 120 miles per hour. Chopper had made some notes when they were following. They had said that they did see someone throwing items out of the window, so possibly evidence of something that could have happened earlier. And of course, police are right on their tail. We do have California Highway Patrol who is closely following this vehicle, but obviously now here in these busier residential, slower areas, it is hard to keep up when the suspect is going above that 100-mile mark. So we are going to continue to keep our eyes on this chase right here on News Now. And you could see that that suspect did pass through a barricaded area to get back onto the freeway. Speeds now getting back up into those dangerous mile per hours, going up towards the 80s. Now looks like it's on the exit ramp. So thankfully, choppers are following closely behind. Hopefully those in this area are staying safe. And one thing we did note was there are fewer cars out driving, obviously with coronavirus being a concern. So hopefully that does help keep paths and areas clear, and hopefully no one gets hurt at the end of this police pursuit. But they are continuing on here in the Los Angeles area. And there we just saw police still right on the tail of this suspect as they continue to make their way here through the Los Angeles area. Looks like the window is cracked now, and you can see tinted windows. And it looks like possibly this person may be even on the phone. It looks like they may be trying to talk to someone while they are, again, fleeing from police here in the Los Angeles area. Now again, this was a California Highway Patrol pursuit of a possibly stolen car in Santa Clarita, California area, now in the Los Angeles area. And once again, just information that we do know at this time, the suspect is wanted for trying to ram into an officer with their vehicle, obviously now disobeying many of the traffic laws that are here in not only on the freeway, but also in residential areas. When they were on the 5 freeway, they were topping out at 120 miles per hour, and this suspect is definitely driving recklessly. Looks like the trunk has popped open now, and many things continue to fall out as they get up towards those 80 miles per hour. Looks like they had opened that trunk and items seem to be just falling out, doing a lot more swerving here as they're back on the freeway and continuing to be pursued by police here in the Los Angeles area. You can see a bunch of boxes in the back of this vehicle that police and highway patrol are pursuing. And it does look like, once again, the suspect does have their front driver's window down, and speeds have definitely been increasing as they're on this freeway. Speeds were getting up into those 110 mile per hours, and you can see now rolling down a lot of windows here on this car. Unknown the reason. Are they trying to create more wind to get more of the items falling out of the back of that trunk, possibly? Unknown here as, again, this pursuit continues in the Los Angeles, California area. Getting a little bit of a slowdown here as once again exits the freeway. Items are falling out of this car. So police are going to have to be careful to make sure to pick up all that evidence along the way as well. But California Highway Patrol was the lead on this pursuit. We did hear that the sheriffs were also in the area, but we are now in the Los Angeles area here with this suspect. And again, earlier we do know for sure that they are wanted for trying to ram into a police officer with their vehicle, obviously now avoiding police and leading them on this chase as it was over in Santa Clarita. And Chopper had noticed earlier in this pursuit that they had been throwing items out the window. Now we've seen this trunk open for quite some time here, and items slowly falling out the back. Speeds were topping out at 120 miles per hour earlier here when this pursuit had started. And we are continuing to watch it closely with our chopper up above, and you are with us here on News Now. And it looks like he even got out of the driver's seat. Oh, and he did crash into a police vehicle. He had gotten out of the driver's seat to try and push some of those boxes out. Looks like he's now opened that door. He has left the vehicle as it's been driving, running into this residential area. Police close behind. He could not get in through that fence. Looks like he tried to even jump the fence in another area. Now obeying orders to lay down, or possibly they used the taser. It's hard to see with those trees in the way. You can see officers are giving him commands, standing at a safe distance away as he is laying on the ground here on the sidewalk. And once again, he was out of his driver's seat, pushing items out of the back of the car. So unknown what items he was trying to push out there. Police, though, do have him now laying on the sidewalk, face down, going to slowly probably arrest this suspect. And obviously this has been a long chase, thankfully ended without other vehicles getting in the way. Also, no one else looked like they did get hurt during this police chase. So thank you again for watching this here with us on News Now. We'll keep our eyes on this, just watch them take him into custody. We'll probably do a pat down. If we hear any new information, we'll bring it to you. If you haven't yet, you can subscribe to this page. That way you can stay up to date on everything that does happen across the country. Don't forget, we are still streaming all of the coronavirus updates on our normal stream. We launched this one because of the chase that had been happening. Again, this suspect had been going more than 100 miles per hour at different points as California Highway Patrol followed him closely. Sheriffs also lending a hand here on these efforts as this chase comes to an end with the suspect in handcuffs. And you can see that one police vehicle does have damage done to the front end. That is what happened when they interrupted his path after he tried to climb out of his driver's seat to push items out of that vehicle. So again, this police chase ending with an arrest of that suspect. also, once again, just want to remind you, if you haven't yet, you can subscribe to Fox News Now. We do appreciate each and every single one of you. There is more than 1 million who have subscribed to our page. We like to cover everything from breaking news to live updates that are happening all across the country. And again, you can continue to go back onto our mainstream. We are giving you the latest COVID-19 news, but this chase has officially ended. Yes, a few vehicles in the residential area here where this crash ended, or the chase ended, do have some damage, but thankfully no one else around, like no one else was hurt. That police vehicle does have some damage as well done to it, the one that hit this car before this chase finally ended. But we do have one white male suspect in custody here this afternoon. We're going to be shutting down this stream, and just a reminder, you can continue to watch more news updates on News Now on our other stream.